Hello everybody, this is NCS, and welcome back to Let's Play Sengoku Gensoukyou. Last time, we conquered the Higan Guard. We conquered their territories, and today we seem to get another cutscene. Nice. The sun had fallen at the completely unpopular Hakure Shrine, where a lone figure could be seen. The figure cast its gaze all around, then eventually called out to the still air. "I know you are there. Could you please come out? I do not have the time to play hide and seek with you, I'm afraid." My, I suppose I should have hid myself a little better. The voice seemed to come from nowhere, but it was quickly accompanied by a crack in the space around Eiki, and a purple-colored figure emerged in front of her eyes. "Good evening. How do you do? That does not sound pleasant coming from you." "That's awfully mean to say, don't you think? Shall we move on to the main topic?" Yukari wore a mischievous smile, but the atmosphere was clearly different from the mask she wore. However, Eiki remained unperturbed, staring straight at her with a firm expression. "Such a direct, unswaying and pure gaze you have, certainly one befitting of a Yama. Yet even that is not enough to fully understand you. No matter how direct my gaze is, it eventually becomes swallowed up by a gap and never reaches you. The boundary of the heart can't be crossed so easily, I'm afraid. Speaking of which, have you managed to cross the boundary of that girl's heart? If such a boundary that could be overcome existed, I suspect it would be for the better." "Ah, just as I thought." She looked up to the heavens with a sigh upon hearing her expectations had been met. She had an air of disappointment, but she did not seem even the slightest bit discouraged. "I was honestly quite surprised to receive your letter. Your fears are not unfounded indeed." Okay, what did she write in Eiki's letter, I wonder? What kind of fears does Yukari have? I mean, she's one of the most powerful yokai in Gensoukyou, not only with pure power or such, but because of her ability to basically do anything she wants. I did not expect you to worry about it to such an extent. My, I would do everything for my cute little girl. I think she's referring to Reima there, but I don't know if I should find that creepy or not. So that is your reason for this massive undertaking? That would be half of it. The other half, well, it's good to have some fun every now and then, don't you think? Very well. It certainly has not gone according to your scheme, though. That girl's blood ensures that she shall resolve incidents and protect the barrier. Thus, she must be moderate and not let outside influences affect her. So to be safe, she must make sure that her heart is never swayed. But I believe she's taken the meaning of that too far. She may look normal when communicating with several different types of humans and yokai, but she never opens her heart to any of them. Family, lovers, friends, the people one meets in life. Not realizing the vast amounts of power she draws from them is terribly sinful. At this rate, she may no longer fall under my jurisdiction once her life is at its end. So I would like to correct her before that happens, but this is quite a bother. Half the reason I thought this game up would be meaningless at this rate. Perhaps I need to show her a bit of pain. I will not accept any needlessly violent acts. Of course. But if we leave the situation as it is, she may stay alone here always. Being strong enough to do anything alone is perhaps the worst possible sorrow. I have one question. Why are you so relentless in your support of her? Well, I've been doing it for countless generations. As she spoke, Yukari's gaze seemed to wander beyond Eiki and into the distance beyond. Just as she was about to continue, sounds started to emanate from within the shrine. My, It seems it's about time for me to withdraw. I shall see you again. Farewell. She stretched her arm out to the sky, and the sky opened similar to how she had entered. Her figure quickly vanished into the gap. The one who created the sounds appeared just as the gap was disappearing. Guy, you were so loud with all your suspicious talking just now. Good evening. Were you woken up? It's not even evening anymore, gee. What were you and Yukari talking so secretly about anyway? I saw her going off just now after all. When you have lived for a long time, you will find all sorts of topics to converse about. Well, whatever. I can sleep with all the noise you two made though, so keep it quiet, please. That will not be a problem. I was about to leave myself. You do not care to know what we were talking about, I take it? I'm not particularly interested. And besides, even if I asked, you wouldn't tell me anyway, right? I suppose that is true. I shall be leaving then. Good night. Weirdo. Eiki turned around and flew into the sky of darkness. The day where the wishes of her and Yukari were to be granted seemed very far away. So, pretty much the reason why Yukari started this game was so Reimu would learn to make friends? Is that it? I don't know what to say to that. Let's just see what Madasa has in store now. Now that we have taken over Eiki's place, we can get a curiosity pull, which will increase the research of one character by 1. However, like all pills, it is a consumable item, meaning that you can only use it once and then it's gone. You cannot re-equip it on other characters. However, you can use as many pills as you want on one character. So that's pretty good actually. However, I'm not going to buy that for right now because I could buy all of the items here, I believe. But I want to wait until we have more items because for right now, it's not that pertinent to buy all of them. Also, one thing I always wondered with Marisa here, that when she opened her shop, she said we need to pay her because, well, she needs to make a living too. But we're spending Oki. That isn't even a currency, that's just a made-up currency for this game. So what does Marisa do with that? Well, I don't know, but maybe she can exchange it at Yukari's place for real money? I don't know. Anyway, what we can do now is either developing more of our places, which I will probably do for the next few rounds or so. Seriously, only 9 Oki places? I need more expensive research place. Oh yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, I would recommend spending a little time and effort into increasing your Ryumaka account. What's with me and saying account instead of amount all the time? That doesn't even make any sense. And next turn, or okay, maybe the turn after this one, I will start declaring war on the human village. Actually, let's do that right now, because the human village will not attack you on their own. So yeah, there's no reason not to do this, not to declare war right away. Let's see another character who I don't need for research. You. Also, you might want to declare the war on the human village, even if you don't want to attack them right away, because there will be some optional cutscenes, which we might want to see actually. The youngsters of the village were once again training under the blaze of the midday sun, practicing for the coming battles. Kana stood nearby, watching over them wordlessly. She was pressured by the villagers to participate in the game, but she still felt uneasy about it. A young man then came up to her. "Good afternoon, Miss Kana. What happened to make you look so pained?"
It's nothing."
"You shouldn't try to lie, Miss Kana. All your emotions are straight there on your face. Don't worry so much, we won't be defeated so easily. Anyway, I need to do a few more laps, so please excuse me."
"Ah, right. Don't push yourself too hard."
Her reply was out of character, but the villager decided to pay it no heed and ran off after waving goodbye. As she watched his back fade into the distance, her face grew even more grim. Boy, lots of grim faces in the last couple of episodes.
"Is something the matter? You look like you just found weevils in your rice bin."
Kana's gaze quickly shifted to the side that the voice came from to find Aku, who had apparently been standing next to her for some time. And some typo as well.
That kind of expression will make everyone feel uneasy, you know?
Today is the day to ask about facial expressions, it seems.
That is why I'm putting on a face that is imploring you to tell me your problems.
It seems I'm easy to read, huh? She stretched her two hands out to the sky and sighed. Kana had thought that she was able to keep her emotions under control, but apparently her skill at it needed refining. Well, leaving that aside, are you taking a walk, Lady Aku?
No. Actually, I came to show this to you.
Aku took out a familiar-looking sealed letter. Kana lost her bearings for a second as she tried to remember where she saw it before, but quickly regained her composure and began to ask more questions. Did that shady yokai say something to you again?
No, it's not from Lady Yukari. I received it from a child just a little while ago.
Kana opened the sealed letter and took in its contents as she listened. Once again, her expression started to change. It's one of those, isn't it?
Yes. It is a declaration of war from the Hakare Shrine.
Good grief! How could they trust such a thing to a child?
Apparently, the Shrine Maiden called to the first person she saw at the entrance over and told him to give this to an important person in the village.
Such irresponsibility! Is she so lazy that she cannot approach one of the elder villagers? She can be magnanimous at the best of times and negligent at the worst, but Kana still could not believe that she would handle such an important letter so carelessly. Anyway, it has finally come. Honestly, I don't think we are ready for it yet. But it's no use complaining about it now. Additionally, I have something further I would like to speak to you about. What is it?
I would like to fight alongside everyone.
Huh? Aku's unexpected announcement nearly caused Kana to choke. She turned to face Aku and saw the seriousness in her eyes.
Are you alright, Miss Kana?
I'm fine. More importantly, you shouldn't make such jokes. They're...
No, I'm quite serious.
Aku looked Kana straight into the eye. She was not going to back down, not even a single step.
It is true that I'm not good at fighting, but battles are not just about direct combat or shooting Damaka from afar. With my intelligence and the Gensoukyou Chronicles, the difference between victory and defeat is knowledge, don't you think?
Well, what you say does have some merit, but...
If it becomes dangerous, then I shall run away. That will be all, so let us work well together, Miss Kana.
Dear me, that's one more thing to worry about. You look like you're having fun, though.
My apologies. I was just thinking how this would be the first interesting event of my generation that I will see. Anyway, I must go. I shall see you again.
Aki bowed her head slightly, then started to walk back into the village. Kana watched her figure vanish into the distance, not knowing what to think. Is this the flow of time as well? Poor Kana. But yeah, now Aku is actually a character registered in this units count here as well. so that means their power has increased a little further, but it's not really that important. Actually, to be all honest, the human village here is weaker than the Higan Guard that we just defeated last episode, so there's nothing really to worry about. But speaking of Higan Guard, I did want to talk about Eiki a little. She does come at level 13, so that is really great. Oh, and right, I totally forgot that Eiki's special ability also may lower enemy stats. Oh well. But yeah, the main reason why we really want to have Eiki in our party is because of her insanely high range and wisdom stats. Both of them are at 8. And if you want to level them up even further with the faction bonus, you can do so. So she can have up to a range of 10. And if you use items to increase her range even further, then you can go over the cap of 10 and let her have a range of like 13. So she will basically annihilate enemies. Also, if you for some reason do not want to use her for combat, you can still use her for negotiation. Although I wouldn't do that, unless I don't have anything or anyone to fight, but that shouldn't be the case anytime soon. Especially if I don't have anyone to fight, I usually don't have anyone to use my to negotiate to get out of prison and into my team. And I'm surprised that we didn't have a cutscene with the humans just there. Oh well. Actually, before we get another cutscene and make this to another 30-minute episode, I better end this episode right here. So, this was NCS, and farewell for now.